Exploring Stochasticity and Exploration, a Bioinspired Computing Perspective.
Welcome to the Universal Principles podcast. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of stochasticity and exploration. It's all about how introducing a little randomness can lead to better solutions. Think of it as shaking things up to find hidden treasures. Why is this principle so important?
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. What's fascinating about stochasticity and exploration is its role in bioinspired computing. We look to nature for inspiration, and nature is full of randomness. It allows systems to discover novel solutions by avoiding getting stuck in local optima. How does this work in the field of bioinspired computing specifically?
Great question. Bioinspired computing borrows ideas from nature to solve complex problems. Could you explain the higher concept behind stochasticity and exploration and how it connects to this field?
Absolutely. Think of it as probabilistic search. Instead of rigidly following a set path, we introduce randomness to explore a wider range of possibilities. This is especially useful for optimization problems. For example, simulated annealing is a classic technique. We start with a random solution and gradually decrease the temperature, accepting worse solutions early on to escape local minima.
That's a fantastic analogy. So, it's like giving the system a little wiggle room to find the best path. Can you give us a real-world example in bioinspired computing?
One perfect example is using genetic algorithms. They mimic natural selection. We start with a population of candidate solutions and use mutation operators, random changes, to introduce variation. This allows the population to explore new areas of the solution space and potentially discover much better solutions than if we just stuck to incremental improvements. Another would be ant colony optimization, where ants randomly search for food. That's a great algorithm too.
Mutation operators sound intense. What other examples do you have, or is that the only one?
Of course, there are others. Monte Carlo methods employ random sampling to estimate numerical results, so it provides approximate solutions to problems that are otherwise too complex. The core principle here is introducing that stochasticity.
Okay, so it's not just about biology. It sounds very versatile. Can we apply this idea of stochasticity and exploration to a completely different field?
Definitely, consider metaheuristic optimization. The principle of stochasticity and randomness is closely related. Just like in bioinspired computing, introducing randomness in the search process helps algorithms avoid getting stuck in suboptimal solutions. It's the same core idea applied in a different context.
Amazing! So for our listeners who want to apply this principle in their own lives or work, what are some practical tips?
First, embrace experimentation. Don't be afraid to try new things, even if they seem a little random. Second, diversify your approaches. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Explore different options. And third, learn from your mistakes. Analyze why certain random approaches didn't work and adjust your strategy accordingly. Think of it as controlled chaos.
That's fantastic advice. Embrace the chaos, learn from it, and see where it takes you. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
My pleasure. It was great being here. Remember, sometimes the best solutions are found when you least expect them.
And that's all the time we have for today on Universal Principles. Join us next week for another exploration of the fundamental principles that shape our world.